you what is the picture that you are holding?
Oh, that's my grandpa. He went to residential school.
And which school did he go to?
I'm actually not sure. Do you know?
I think he might have been saying one in Alert Bay.
Alert Bay. Alert Bay.
And do you know how his experience was there?
I know that a bunch of kids got tuberculosis and they were taken into a different room, he said. That was one of the stories. He passed away in 2020.
I'm so sorry about that.
My father was a 60 scoop survivor. He also passed away in 2023.
I'm so sorry.
My mom as well. My mom's a 60 scoop survivor.
You are here for the Truth and Reconciliation Day events, the
Yes,
parade.
all of it.
And
Yes,
I'm just wondering, can you tell me what truth and reconciliation means to you?
a lot. Get involved with those people because guilt maybe? I don't think so. We all have issues of problems, but they went through the worst.
What does truth and reconciliation mean to you?
Oh wow! Well, I have a very long family history in Canada. Some of the very first settlers here, so I'm definitely have historical links to the horrible genocidal way that our indigenous peoples were treated back then. My family was either complicit or involved, so I feel very responsible.
So you said your family might have been involved. Do you have any specific examples?
Well, it's just that we arrived so early. No, the stories
Okay.
are not,
Okay.
in writing or anything, but we arrived in the 1600s, so
Okay.
I'm continually inspired by their resilience and ability to just move forward with just wanting to move forward and not so much focusing on the past with resentment.
Today is a day of truth, and more is the truth of the history of the indigenous. I've been in Canada 46 years now, and I never really knew what had happened to the indigenous people, but more importantly, what the Canadian government has done to them and what they continue to do. We are here on stolen land, which I did not understand before. So now I feel it's a responsibility of anyone who lives in Canada to give back to the indigenous community. First, by acknowledging what has happened to them, which the Canadian government has not even done themselves. Us as Canadians, it's not the government's job. We also live here, and it's a people thing. It's a citizen thing to help and recognize and acknowledge the indigenous people of this land. This Canada is not a land of immigrants. It's a bunch of immigrants on indigenous land. Everyone thinks, oh, they want money. They don't want money. They just want acknowledgement, engagement, share, be proud, be thankful that, for what they've given us with their land.
So if we acknowledge that this is a stolen land, what should we do to make it right?
If you think about it, when you buy something stolen, what happens? You have to give that back. We need to reduce politicians' wages and put what we call an indigenous tax on everything. There's GST on everything. Why is there not an indigenous tax on everything? That is how every citizen can give back, at least financially, to support that.
So the tax, would we keep it forever, or is there a certain amount that
It
we
should
need
be
to pay forever? Okay.
Right? Because you gotta say, a lot of people will say, oh, when is enough? Well, I was asked you the same
I'm wondering,
question.
is there an end goal, like where we have reconciled, for example? And we are just all Canadians?
So something I think is like this. When you rent a property, you pay to use that property. We are uninvited guests on this land. So we are essentially renting land from them. They didn't sell it to us. They didn't ask us to come here. Doesn't matter if you're born here. You get pregnant in somebody's house. Doesn't mean you own that house. And the Canadian government has acknowledged this is indigenous land.
Do you envision a future where we say, okay, it was bad and we did reconciliation and now we have reconciled, like a happy future?
No, we can
No?
never forget
Never?
such a thing. Never, ever.
I'm not saying forget, but like find peace with it.
Well,
and
I
say,
don't
okay,
know. That's for our indigenous peoples to decide.
I hope so. I hope it's in the 5-year range.
And it's going to take at least a generation, not 10 years, right?
I don't know when we say that's done. There's the whole economic side of justice too, and
So what do you think we need to do apart from like showing up for the event?
Well, I mean, there are things changing, and there's like big investments. I think some indigenous communities or nations are making some big investments to help support their future generations. I think those are really positive signs. And just for me personally, it's just showing up.
Do you think as a country we are moving in the right direction?
Slowly. I think.
Slowly.
Yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction. It might be a bit slow.
Sometimes I think it looks good, but then other times it sort of goes backwards a bit.
I think with reconciliation, it's more about appreciating the land and decolonizing the country.
What does it mean, decolonizing?
It means giving back what you take.
So do you say that we all should leave, all non-indigenous
No.
people? So what does it mean? No,
Just respect the land.
But respect.
So when you take something from the land, you give something back.
Okay, so what?
Like if you take a tree, you plant a tree.
Are we doing better than before? Or no. Okay. So what could we, like as an individual citizen, for example, what could I do?
Recycle.
I do that.
Recycle. How? Thank you. Thank you.
So I definitely recycle, most certainly. What else can I do?
Well, recycle. I would say that's one of the biggest things. Conserve water.
I do that too.
Be nice to animals. Be kind to each other.
Okay. And do you envision a future where we have reached a certain reasonable stage of reconciliation and we are living just peacefully, happily united together?
I hope so.
Okay. Do you think it can happen sometime soon?
I hope so.
Thank you so much.